cannot attain Keval Gyan, which is omniscience or absolute knowledge, without actually having Samyak Darshan. Over here, I have the three pillars that Jainism is founded upon, and the three pillars that Vipassana is all about. And I sort of realized that one does not work without the other, and vice versa. And we also see that aparigraha, which is non-possessiveness, and anatta, which is non-self, are almost synonymous to each other. Furthermore, just having non-violence, non-absolutism, equanimity, and impermanence work hand in hand in order to just be good human beings and to being peaceful within yourself. The actual technique of Vipassana was actually introduced to us on the fourth day of meditation. It's basically to observe the sensations in our body that manifests and disappears. Sensations are always arising and passing. This process was basically realizing the essence of life, that everything is transitory. The human mind often reacts to life situations by generating these emotions and sensations of craving, aversion, and delusion. The idea of this technique is simply to replace the nature of generating those emotions with being equanimous. Furthermore, the knowledge of having anekantvad and upekha helps us understand that everything is anitya, which is basically impermanence. Making such links between Jainism and Vipassana made me realize something much greater. That Jainism allowed me to learn about the knowledge at an intellectual level, but Vipassana allowed me to gain experiential knowledge. Not only did I learn about how it links to Jainism, but also the secular nature of the practice. As S.N. Goenka-ji, the one who rediscovered Vipassana in Burma, once said, "Well, knowledge and the malady is universal. Therefore, the remedy also has to be universal. When we experience anger, this anger is not a Christian anger or a Hindu anger. This is not an American anger or a Chinese anger. There is no such classification or categorization that you can do to genuine emotions. Similarly, love and compassion are not the strict province of any community or creed. They are universal human qualities resulting from the purity of the mind. While knowledge and critical thinking may be essential to growth, I have begun to understand that they are not adequate for a deeper transformation. At an intellectual level, it is so easy to understand impermanence, right? Oh yeah, I gotta be neutral, just let things pass, so I understand that. However, experiencing impermanence can only really be done in the framework of our human body. Our education system propagandizes us into believing that intellect is supreme and nothing more is greater than your brain power. And the body has often been perceived in such a superficial way for its health and well-being, but not as the actual physical recipient of all the experiences. Furthermore, in our innocence, we constantly separate the body and mind, but once we truly start to observe them in duality, the real truth may emerge. Think of this like a bicycle, where the body is the front wheel and the mind is the back wheel. One cannot really work without the other. At the end of the program, I felt much more grounded, more calmer, and most importantly, most of all, in touch with myself. One thing I definitely learned was how to communicate with my roommate without actually talking or even without any gestures. I still wonder how that really worked out. The program it started on the 1st of July 2016, and my IB final results were right in the middle of the program, the 6th of July. I didn't really know my scores till more than a week after the program ended. Half of my meditation experience was literally just trying to get over the fact that my results were coming out, getting over my insecurities, my anxieties, and my nature of overthinking every situation. While I was overwhelmed by nervousness before the program, I walked out of the center equanimous about those results. Today, I don't stand here completely transformed, but more so a little bit tweaked. Vipassana showed me that I could actually control my mind and its thoughts. Vipassana has the capacity to transform and enhance the human brain character, and deepen one's understanding of Jainism or any belief system. Our mind is our greatest tool, what fire was for humankind. Left untamed, it will consume and destroy us. Learn to nurture it, tame it, and truly understand it, and it will do us wonders. It will bring us inner peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hope you all enjoyed that. Now we're going to have a brief question and answer and discussion section. So